Yo, what up? It's your boy Josh Sama coming back with another video. Today I'm gonna be talking about dating in Japan as a black man in 2024. Alright, so look, check this out. This is Evolve or Lose. We're evolving our mindsets, and the best way to start is with the treatment that you receive. So dating in Japan is going to be one of the best experiences you'll probably ever have. But I can't really say because I haven't dated in any other country except Japan. I've only been to Japan because I only like Japan so far. Anyway, I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that I noticed when I got there. All right. Number 1, you are a niche. You are a niche person as a black dude. So what that means is that the beauty standards don't match our physicality usually. Like the beards, you know what I'm saying? If you got a beard, like, you know, if you got muscles, that's just not really what they doing over there. I mean, especially with the skin tone, they kind of feel like they want pale, skinny, like that type of thing. So you're gonna realize that the physique is gonna be completely different than a lot of the dudes that are there. Just straight up, it's just gonna be different. You're gonna be bigger, and I'm not even that big, and they call me big. I'm like, what, 5'9" with no shoes on? I'm 5'9", maybe with shoes on, 5'10", 5'10 and a half, you know, something around there. Like, I weigh about 185. Now, I do go to the gym pretty regularly, but I'm not like stacked. I'm not like no fit ex fearless or somebody like that. Like, that's just not who I am. So you're gonna realize you're a niche, and that comes with its own set of issues, and that is the gaijin hunters, the girls who only like black dudes because they're black. You know, I met a girl who, I think I was only there for one day. She invited me to the club the next night, and I'm not trying to go to the club. Like, I don't even really know you. Like, let's meet somewhere regular. But nah, she wants to go to the club. She wants to hang out with a black dude. And I mean, take that how you will. I would say don't go over there and be thirsty, because one thing I have also noticed is that a lot of simps have been there before you, and they're programming these chicks on how to think sometimes. So when they think that, like, I'm dealing with you, they think maybe the rest of the dudes are gonna be like the simps that they dealt with, and that's just not the case. Beta! At least that wasn't for me, and I got a story about that. But y'all let me know if y'all want to hear that, because I want to keep this video concise. So don't go over there simping though. I'm gonna just leave it. Long story short, don't go over simping. Beta! And yeah, you are gonna be a niche, especially if you have muscularity or something like that. You're gonna be niche just walking in general. Number 2, I noticed that Bumble is actually the best for dating. I got a good mix of girls who were like, how can I explain? Girls who were like wanted serious relationships, and then girls who wanted like casual relationships. Like, I got a good mix of both. Even though I really don't do the casual thing, I will say that Bumble was probably the best, because Tinder wasn't hitting on nothing, I guess, unless you pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And Hinge, I just kept getting a whole bunch of American girls. And I have another observation about that, but that's in one of the later tips. But kept getting a whole bunch of American girls, and I was like, this is not really what I'm here for. Like, I'm not in Japan for feminism, so didn't really want to do that at all. I really did not want to do that, which leads me into my next point, is that the girls over there, their physiques, they're generally slim, bro. Like, I don't think I ran into a lot of fat Japanese girls on the dating apps. I mean, you might have some here and there that are a little bit, you know, bigger, but like, everybody walks. You know, everybody walks, man. Like, you're not gonna really get no big girls. But what I did notice was that on Hinge, there were a lot more big girls, big boned, heavyweight girls on Hinge. And it's mostly maybe because they're from Western countries. I don't 100% know. I didn't really meet too many Japanese girls on there though. Just a whole bunch of like heavy set girls, and I really wasn't about it. I can't lie, I really was not about it. I have some profiles that I could show y'all, and you would see exactly what I'm talking about. And if you compare those with the girls that I was actually talking to, you would see that, like, yeah, I can see why you stayed away from her. Like, one girl literally said that she was Spitfire. That was crazy, and she wasn't even in my settings. So that's the thing though. You're gonna be over there, people gonna wear big clothes, and they don't really show the curves of their body very often. So I notice when I wear street clothes like this, graphic tees, or just putting that street stuff on, like, more dudes will compliment me, and they'll be like, oh yeah, your outfit's really cool, yada yada yada. And then I noticed that, like, if I put form-fitting clothes on, like a muscle t-shirt or something like that, way more attention from women. They just don't see muscles that often. Way more attention from women. I remember I went salsa dancing with two dudes that I met from Peru. I met them from Peru, but they speak Spanish. So they took me to a Spanish club. Kid you not, white girl over there choosing. Japanese woman comes up to me, hey, would you like to dance? I'm like, I don't really know how to dance. She was like, nah, that's fine. Look, I'll teach you.
No.
I wrap her around and stuff like that, and then she ended up being in my arms, and she was like, oh, my heart is beating fast. I don't 100% know what that meant, but I do know that it probably could have happened. I'm just not that type of person. But I'm just saying, just putting it out there, like, hey man, you got muscles, show it off. Show off the frame. Now, that's if you want to stand out. You can be completely regular and just, be a background character. Be an NPC. I don't know. It just depends on what you want to do, what you're there for. I mean, because it doesn't have to be about girls. There's so much more that Japan has to offer than just girls. But I'm talking about girls right now. So stand out. Don't be an NPC. Come on, man. But the next thing, number 4, is going to be the dating attitude. The dating attitude is so different, because when they say, I have my own money, what they really mean is, you don't have to pay for anything. I got over there, I was paying for everything because the American dollar is just worth more. So like everything's 30% off, and I get paid weekly with my remote job. So I'm it's not hard for me to pay for anything. You know what I'm saying? So in that situation, I realized that, like, hey, we got these girls here, and they cool. They're paying for they want to pay for their own stuff. They open up their own wallet. And for girls that I really wasn't feeling, now when I first got there, I think I went on 10 dates. My first 2 days, I paid for everything. Third day, I wasn't really feeling her like that. I wouldn't pay. I just wouldn't pay. And she'll pull out her wallet. There will be no issues. Girls that I met up with friends, there will be no issues. Usually they're not used to being treated that way. You know what I'm saying? So once you treat them that way, it's like, oh, okay, I really like this feeling, because now they're feeling like they're being taken care of. Now they feeling those real feelings, like feminine feelings, like it's cool. And they're not asking you, like, in the first 3 messages, what do you do for work? Like here, I got back. As soon as I got back and touched down, man, like, I was talking to chicks, they're like, yeah, first 3 messages, what do you do for work? I'm like, well, let's meet first, and then I can tell you what I do for work. Unmatched. And now look, I'm not mad at it, because I'm dodging a red flag right there. I'm dodging a bullet, but I was just like, you know what? It might not even be worth dating in America no more. Like, if I meet somebody, I meet somebody, but that's a whole nother situation. I already got some work. I already got my rotation set. It is what it is. The rotation is set. I'm not really looking to expand out till I get back overseas. But yes, the dating attitude is much different. A lot of girls wanted to date seriously. They were hoping that I stayed in Tokyo for an extended period of time. I didn't, so a lot of girls was just like, hey, well, good luck to you. I hope you have fun in Japan. Like, that was something that I heard a lot. They want me to have fun. They want you to have a good experience. But some girls just wanted a serious type of situation, and they were going after serious type of situation. I would be wary of girls like that, because, like, I'm not really trying to rush into anything. Like, if you can't like me as a person and then just be cool with me, then I kind of don't want it, because, like, they want to use you specifically to have a relationship and do A, B, and C. It's cool, but then you gotta really ask yourself, how genuine is the attraction here? Like, I don't know. It's really difficult to tell. Like, it's kind of tricky. So use your best judgment. Speaking of that, I want to put in a bonus thing for you. This is like 4.5. Please, for the love of God, Please do the personal development before you come. Learn how to talk to girls, get some confidence, like get some muscles, hit the gym, like do the self-improvement stuff before you come, because your passport will not save you. The simps that have been here before you are gonna mess the game up for you, because they're gonna think that just because this dude was simping, that means that you may simp too, and that's not gonna be the case. Or at least I hope it's not the case. Please don't go over there simping, bro. Like, seriously, don't do it. Please don't go over there simping. Please just do the development first. You're gonna have to do the work. You can't cheat the grind no matter where you go, no matter what kind of passport you have. You either gonna pay to play or they gonna do it because they like you. And that's gonna be universal. If you have both, that's when they wanna marry you. That's why they wanna lock it down. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be a situation that you understand. It's like, hey, they want to lock it down, they want to do it that way, cool, but you want to be able to have your options. You want to be able to have your options and see what's up before you get into something with somebody. I'm just saying, because maybe there'll be a better fit out there for you. You don't know. Which leads me to my fifth point, and that is the lack of hookup culture. It's gonna be hard to pick a girl when you're not hooking up with one, or she's not hooking up with body, and she hasn't talked to anybody. And there were so many conversations about the last time girls were in love in Japan. They're not talking about that. Like in America, bro, let's keep it a bean, keep it a stat with me, bro. They're not talking about the last time they were in love. They're talking about their last situationship. That's usually what it is. Well, my last situation is usually where that's going. Or I got a friend with benefits, but you know, it didn't pan out and blah blah blah. Like, you hear it all the time, bro. Like, these girls over there, I'm not saying friends with benefits doesn't exist. It's a rare thing, but it does happen. Friends with benefits over there does happen. But I met girls who have not been touched in years, since the last time they were in love. I don't even know if they even still have their V card. I really don't know. I can't tell. Like, there was one girl, I had to teach her how to give me hugs. I had to say, like, yeah, Americans, we like to hug. She was like, nah, Japanese don't really touch that much. And I was like, nah, I like to give hugs. And I gave her a hug, a nice tight hug, you know? And she was like, oh, I like this. And she can kind of feel the muscles, you know, she feeling my arms and stuff like that. And I told her that's okay to do. Like, for Americans, that's okay to do. She was like, dang, I think I like this a lot. And she was just looking at me in my eyes. She was so happy. She sat there and waited till I got on my train before she left. Like, she was a really cool chick. And I was like, dang, off a hug? She getting sprung off of hugs? And, you know, I might be a problem out here then, because, you know, I'm giving a little bit more than hugs. But I'm just saying that the lack of hookup culture makes dating more wholesome. That's all I'm saying. The lack of that hookup culture makes the dating way more wholesome. It is so easy to just be like, okay, cool, I can trust this chick, and you know what? She probably not hitting nobody anyway. Whereas in America, it's kind of like, she got a friend with benefits, she got these dudes in her DMs, and you're competing with them over her attention. And over there, it's kind of like you're doing a little bit of the same thing, but they just not letting everybody get some. You know, it ain't somebody with their hand in the cookie jar currently, and she's trying to get to know you. Usually they're gonna tie their feelings to the dudes that they're involved with physically. So it makes the whole situation a lot more wholesome, in my opinion. But those are probably gonna be the top 5 things that I noticed in Japan. As far as dating is concerned, you know, those are gonna be the major keys. There's a couple of other nuanced things, but if y'all got questions, definitely answer them below. I will be going back to Japan. I will make another video about getting to Japan and staying to Japan with some tangible steps that y'all can actually use. So yeah, this is EvolveOrLose, man, and this is going to be the evolution of you going overseas and getting that better treatment, because I promise you it's going to open your eyes up. Just don't go over there simping. Don't skip no steps.